Good evening, everyone. This is the VRR Touring Car World Series Round 1 from the Major Lake, as it is called. This is the first round of the championship, and this is the full race broadcast. I'm bringing it to you live from a third-person perspective. I hope you all enjoy the racing tonight. I'm just taking care of a couple of administrative things on my end here. I'll focus completely on the commentary here in a moment. Just gonna make sure everything is set up the way it needs to be as far as the stream goes. And we will hopefully be getting underway shortly. All right. Just about done. And we should be pretty good to go. Let's jump back into spectator mode here. Looking at NASCAR Fan 1400 and a purple number 80 Subaru. I hope you all enjoy the racing tonight. I hope it's going to be good. These cars are meant to be raced close together. So that will hopefully be the case. Also going to take a moment to show you that we have a safety car driver for tonight. Team CZR Racing has decided to volunteer his time to come in here and perform safety car duties for us. So we appreciate having him along. Hopefully we won't need to see him though. We don't want any bad accidents to happen that would warrant a safety car, but it is here in case. I'm gonna scroll up. And Angel, I concur. I cannot see Yagi either. Gonna take a look at Morantares and number 56. Mitsubishi. Making his way down the hill towards the hairpin at the bottom of the track. Perhaps the trickier of the two hairpins, that one. Gonna make our way through a fast left, right, left S-bend. Over the crest, back down the hill he will go. Braking into this really fast high banked hairpin. Try to carry as much speed through there as possible back up the hill. Quick left-right S-bend. Set yourself up right on the right side of the road here. Late braking, late apex. Try to track it out as wide as possible to that curb. Bring it back in now. Using all the track in this section to maximize your speed. You don't want to lose any more momentum than you need to. Braking into this final corner now, really fast, on the gas early. There's runoff here on the exit now, so drivers are pushing it a little more in the final corner. And across the line, a 150 flat for Duarantares. I'm gonna quickly exit back to the lobby. I see Yagi's typing. I'm gonna let them know. NASCAR fan and one Joker having a little bit of a duel, getting warmed up. As you see, NASCAR fan's going to pull away from him now. Taking a look at Solak's Grey Goose Mitsubishi. Gonna come across the start-finish line here. It's gonna be a 1:49.6. That will be the fastest time in this session of practice. This corner's there, taking a little bit of dirt. Alright, Fisher, thanks. I'll let them know. Solak once again improving on this time, down to a 0.4. We're still in free practice right now. Qualifying will get underway here in a little while. We're trying to sort out a couple of technical issues. Of course, Gran Turismo Sports is a peer-to-peer network game, and when some people's internet connections don't want to play, it creates a huge headache for everybody. We see Solak going through, entering the final sector again. Jump to Warren Torres, also in the Mitsubishi. And of course, for those of you who don't know, despite what the flag may say, Warren Torres is actually Filipino. He currently resides in Japan, but he was born in the Philippines. He just has a United States PlayStation account, so that explains the United States flag. Really see him working the wheel through that final sector. A little bit of grass on the final corner, takes the runoff. That'll be a 150.3. He'd go on board with Krim. Let's see what his lap time will be. Certainly not what you see in the middle of your screen right now, that is for sure. Using a little more track there on the exit of that corner. Maybe carried a bit too much speed. Ooh, and Krim has a spin at the exit of the hairpin into the inside wall. And I guess that this is actually qualifying right now, my apologies. I appear to have missed the memo that said qualifying has started. Crimson to the pit lane. Looks like he's gonna be changing tires. I don't think he's gonna take on any fuel. And qualifying is actually over. So that will be the end of his qualifying run. So let's go to the live timing board, see what everybody's times looks like. I don't have Yagi on my screen. I will be doing that. I'll be trying to refresh my connection here momentarily. But it looks like Solak's going to have provisional pole with a 149.474, followed by one Joker, who put a 149.9 in. Norantares, who's currently finishing a lap. Well, a lot of these guys are finishing a lap, so things are subject to change. Has a 150.040. NASCAR Fan 1400 with a 50.7. Crazy John is here, our resident Greece competitor. A 150.792. Krim 51.288. And Street King 07 with a 52.4. Okay, so I'm going to, first I'm going to clear my network in here. I'm going to go refresh my settings real quick, but first I want to show you guys what. So everybody's finished their laps. These are the final results. It doesn't look like much of anything has changed. So Solak will be on pole from one Joker, from Noir, NASCAR Fan, Crazy John is here, GTP Krim, Street King 07. Both Black Rose racing cars, GTP Fish and Angel, did not set a time in qualifying, so it looks like they will be rounding out the end of the field. Alright, I'm going to go try rejoining the room real quick and see if that helps anything. Gonna clear my network data once again. Gonna try to load back into the room. Alright, let's join back in now. Get a good look at the virtual reality racing Mercedes-AMG safety car. Not the one that's going to be used tonight, but this is a model that is available to the safety car driver nonetheless. Very nice looking. I love the orange on it. But then again, I just like orange. Okay, I've booted back in. It now does show Yagi on the track. So we will scroll down to him. Doesn't look like it will actually show us. Shows us 8 cars on right now. Here's your look at the provisional pole sitter Solak. So that's mildly concerning. So he's on the list now, but I still don't see him on the track. He said that his internet connection at his school has been a little bit funny lately, so go figure. See if we can even view his livery. There's his livery, a number 24 DuPont livery. And that is Crazy John doing the burnout. As NASCAR fan gives him a friendly please stop. Alright, I'm still having issues with Yagi, so I'm going to try this once more. Because it at least shows him in the tower now, but I still don't see him on track or anything he types or anything like that. Worst case scenario, because I am just broadcasting tonight, I just won't be able to see anything he's doing, which is unfortunate. I'd hate to have to come down to that. But the important thing is that all the other drivers who are actually participating tonight are able to see him. Okay, let's see if this is any better now. Nope, still no Yagi. So I'm going to let them know at least. See, all the drivers are just having a bit of time to blow off some steam before we get racing. Some choosing to sit still, some choosing to do burnouts here and engage in some banter with all the other drivers, as you can see. NASCAR fan is currently setting the grid for the race. So I guess something I can do is I can keep NASCAR fan's stream open because he is streaming his onboard, and I will be able to at least have some information on the whereabouts of Yagi with that. Looks like Fisher's having some connection problems as well. See Street King getting a bit of a bump there. I failed again, Fish. Alright, well, you need to not be telling me, you need to be telling people who actually have control of the race. So, be it either in NASCAR fan stream or on the Discord, you need to let people know that you're having troubles there. I cannot do anything about it. As I see some of the drivers lining up on the outside of turn number 1. Looks like we are going to get going shortly with or without Fisher, and I can't see the 24 car, so we're probably going to have to go without, unfortunately. Crazy John, how long is the race going to last? Do you not read, my man? You need to read these things before you sign up, man. Come on. And Krim is not allowed to make any adjustments between qualifying and the race. Let's look at One Joker's car with the Monster Energy sponsorship. Really nice looking machine there. NASCAR Fan 1400 in the pit lane. There we go. Alright, the NASCAR Fan is starting final. So it will be Solak on pole, followed by One Joker in second, Norantaris third, NASCAR Fan fourth, and Crazy John this year rounding out the top 5. This will be a manual formation lap and grid start. So we will not be racing immediately. All the drivers need to start slowing their speed down to formation lap pace. So Solak 27 is on pole in the number 27 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, the Grey Goose livery. Second place will be One Joker in the number 26 Monster Energy livery. Third place Norantaris. The second of the Mitsubishis. So we're rolling on the formation lap, coming down to the bottom hairpin. We got one car stuck on the grid. It's Yagi. He's probably rolling on the formation lap, but I am unable to actually see him per se. So he's just probably gonna have to sit there for the duration of the race. It's silly how one person's trash internet can ruin the race for multiple people. The one BRRT Angel is also retired from the race, so both Black Rose Racing cars are unable to participate this evening due to connection problems. As our safety car leads them around the final sector of the track. And they're coming back now onto the front straightaway to grid up. That's not going to fix showing the total time. So they're all getting themselves situated on the grid. See Solak there on the left-hand side of the road. I'm gonna exit spectator mode and go back in, hopefully be able to change camera views. Here we go. One Joker is not properly in his pit stall. That will probably be a penalty if you can't remedy that. And I'm imagining that gap, that space just to the left of Krim is supposed to be where, well, just to the left of Street King is where Yagi is relative to everybody else. So we're just waiting on the grid, ready to go green. I imagine that the race is going to go green at 5 minutes total time. And we are off. One Joker stopped on the grid. A really slow getaway. That was probably a 6-gear start. Solak's going to lead into turn number 1. Warrantari's up to second. Crazy John is here, having a look up the inside. Doesn't work. NASCAR fan's going to take a look on him now. So working the first lap, NASCAR fan's going to look under Crazy John. It's not going to happen that time. Warrantari's has taken the lead from Solak. Solak's going to look down to the inside at the hairpin. Will it work? Yes, he has the inside line. Moore has to go wide. He does have a bit of momentum coming up the hill. Sufficiently on the inside now. Warrantari's is going to reestablish himself in the lead. First time into the third sector. Everybody's on the limit now, trying to build up the gap. The cars in front of them, behind them. Norris trying his hardest to run away as fast as he can right about now. So first lap is in the books. Warrantari's leads from Solak 27. Crazy John is here, a NASCAR fan 1400 scrapping for the fourth position. Third. Angel reminding everybody that the white runoff is not racing surface. Solak gets a bad run out of the hairpin. Crazy John gets into him. NASCAR fan's going to look up and take the third position. Crazy John back down to fourth place now. So Mitsubishi leads 1-2 from two Subarus. Nope, from a Subaru and a Mitsubishi. Still not quite familiar with exactly... Oh, Crazy John gets right into the back of NASCAR fan 1400 at the hairpin. I'd be surprised if there's not damage from that impact. Gonna go on board with Crazy John here. Cars are a lot quieter when you're up in front of the tailpipe. Street King is off. Almost collects one joker. So the two Brits not having the best of runs. One joker qualified second, had a horrible start. I don't know if he was in 6th gear or what, but he just did not get off the line at all. Everybody overtook him. So he's running last out of the cars who are still participating in the race. Solak has gotten ahead of Morantares. Tooth and nail battle. We're going to stick with this one. There's so much action going on around the track, it's hard to know where to look. Will Warren look to make a pass down into the hairpin again. He's going to draw alongside. Ooh, he just bumps Solak, makes him really loose on the exit. So he's going to not only take the lead, Solak's going to get pushed back down to 4th position. NASCAR Fan's now up in 2nd. Crazy John looking to make a move on NASCAR Fan. How will that work? Not going to happen there. You can tell they are right on the ragged edge of grip with these cars. Rear-wheel drive monsters. Of course, this series is akin to the DTM. So we expected close racing. That is certainly what we're getting right here. GTP Krim back on the tail end of this battle. Ooh, Solak almost lost it there on the exit of that corner. He's back down to 5th now behind Krim. So this is Moore's opportunity to run away. So everybody's putting a little bit of distance between themselves now. I imagine it won't stay that way for long. Just take a deep breath, establish a rhythm, and push on from there. Krem on the rear wing of Crazy John is here. And that hit that you saw with that stationary car, that did not affect Solak at all, not on his view that we're having. That's affected a couple of drivers tonight. Both Black Rose Racing cars were unable to start the race because of it. See Krim making his way past Crazy John. Solak gonna look down the inside. It's not gonna happen there. So some really close battles here for 3rd position. I'm assuming the Angel is responding to the commentary that's going on in NASA's onboard stream. That's Crazy John taking a bit of good grass there, coming down to the final corner. You can still see the top five in the same shot there. A little bit distant, but there nonetheless. Solak's going to look to make a move on Crazy John down into the hairpin. Crazy John's going to try to get the run, coming back up on the right side. But Solak's going to have the preferred line. And John will have to slot in behind. So put Solak up to 4th position. We're going to take a look at the live timing, take a look at some best laps here, and War with the best lap of a 150.861. NASCAR Fan 1400 with a 151.2, still running up in second though, staying out of trouble. Third place GTP Krim with a 50.872, Solak with a 50.953, and then we have Crazy John is here with the 52.1, Street King with a 53.2, and One Joker with a 52.8. Speaking of those two, looks like we have a battle for 6th position. Street King's going to run a little wide. It's going to give One Joker the advantage. Now it looks like One Joker's starting to pull away from Street King a little bit. Solak back up on the rear fender at Krim. Ooh, Solak taking a really wide exit there in the final corner. One Joker in the pit lane for his pit stop. Ooh, Krim goes wide. That's going to put Solak up to 3rd. Now we're going to have a battle for the 4th position here. Ooh, Krim's gonna get into the wall, actually. And let's actually check for damage on that one. Yeah, he has rear damage now. So we can expect to see Krim making his way towards the pit lane, I'd imagine, to fix that. Crazy John also has damage on the front end of this car. I'm wondering if those two incidents are related, maybe. .28 lap race, so the halfway mark will be at the completion of the 15th lap if you account for the formation. So we are just about a third of the way finished, give or take. And Solak is drawing closer, the NASCAR fan. Solak also has damage on the front of his machine. NASCAR fan has damage on the rear of his. And let's check Noir while we're at it. I think Noir is the only car that doesn't have any damage on it. So that's interesting. Almost some contact there at the exit of the hairpin at the bottom of the track. Solak really anxious to get by the 80 car. Solak back up on NASCAR Fan 1400 now. I'd imagine he's going to try to set up a pass into the hairpin. This seems to be a pretty good passing opportunity. Try to slipstream up and get on his left side, right side into the braking zone. Here he goes. He's going to dip out. Side by side down the hill. How much of a run will NASCAR Fan have? Not enough, so put Solak up in the second place. Check in on our leader, Noir Antares. I'll go ahead and I'll just keep the telemetry up. Shows him on the racing soft tires, so he's not even on the fastest compound. And he is running away from second place and third place. Street King and Krim into the pit lane. So Solak is on racing super softs, as is Nath. So when these two pit, they will keep the same tire compound. So now Solak tries to hunt down more. He was our fastest driver in practice, so he is the guy for the job. As NASCAR Fan is into the pit lane now for his stop. Filling up that car too full, repairing some damage, and he is on his way. So it still shows that he is on racing super softs, but that appears to be a glitch with the game, because on his onboard stream he is now on the racing soft compound. So he is now on racing softs. Crazy John up in the third position for now, still owes us a pit. So we'll see if the leaders come into the pit lane this time around. Looks like Noir's going to be staying out. Will Solak make his way in? He does not. So it's status quo for the moment for the top two. NASCAR Fan looking to get around Joker. Ooh, NASCAR Fan actually has engine damage, so he's been in an accident. That's allowed Joker to get by. Probably see him back into the pit lane this time. That is so unfortunate for NASCAR Fan 1400. So I will look back on his stream to try to figure out what happened. He just lost it on the exit of the hairpin and into the inside wall. So that was all on his own. He's now back underway. Now behind Krim and just now in front of Street King. So unfortunate circumstances for NASCAR Fan 1400 put him back down in 6th place for the time being. Just remember that some drivers still do owe us a pit stop. We're going to go back up to Moore, making his way out of the final corner. He's not coming in this time. A 151.8 that time around. So I'm led to believe that Solak has pitted in. He indeed has. I'm also going to assume that he is now on the Racing Soft compound, as he started on the Super Softs. And that explains the extended gap to Moore and Taris. So will we see Moore in this time? And he's going to be faster after his pit stop because he's going to have a softer compound. He'll stay out one more lap. So Moore's pretty low on fuel. I'd imagine that you'd see him in either this time or next. There's not really anybody close together on track at the moment, so we'll just stay with them. There's two cars coming through turn 2 right now who are moderately close together, but not exactly in battle yet. Keep an eye on those two. So making his way through the third sector now. Will the Filipino driver be in this time? I would hope so, looking at the fuel gauge. And he is going to be in this time. So the super soft compounds will go on despite what the game is telling you. That's just a bug. And he's just going to take just enough fuel to get him to the finish. So he still has a pretty handy lead to Solak. So all Noir will really have to do now is not make any mistakes. For the time being, just focus on getting the laps in. And after one Joker's terrible start to the race, he is up to the 3rd position now. He still probably owes us a pit stop. He did pit earlier on. I don't know if he made the compound change or not. We will just have to see if he comes in. I wonder if that fuel's going to take him all the way, though. And he is indeed in for tires and fuel. Looks like just fuel. Nope, tires are going on. Now he's going to put a little bit of fuel in the car, just enough to get him to the end of the race. And stop it there, send him on his way. So he's going to come out behind NASCAR Fan 1400. And Angel makes a good point. Let's get a Yagi update. Looks like he is running in 3rd position at the moment, about 16 seconds behind Solak. Angel engaging in a bit of banter saying the series is canceled. That's hopefully not true. So here's NASCAR Fan 1400 running down GTP Crim. See him just up the road. This will be actually for 4th position. So with car 24 in 3rd place that we just can't see, Crim is running in 4th, NASCAR is 5th, and you can just add one to everybody below Solak. NASCAR fan drawing ever closer to the back of Krim. And actually, looks like they are right on Yagi as well. Looks like Krim has made his way past the 24 car. So the 24 car is in this battle right here. So I'm just keeping an eye on his onboard, looking to see how that is playing out. Ooh, looks like the 24 car actually forced Krim off, so that is what put NASCAR fan up in front of Krim. So now NASCAR fan sits in the true third position with Jaji in fourth and Krim in fifth. Oh, it looks like there's been an accident with Krim and Jaji, actually. That is what put Krim back. So it looks like both of those cars have been affected. Put NASCAR fan up into a true third position now. Street King 07 running 7th overall, just putting in the laps. Looks like the front tires are starting to go on that Mitsubishi. There's Krim in the final sector of the track. I wonder if he will duck into the pit lane. Looks like he will. So he will be in to repair that damage to his car. And the 24 car also came into the pits. And it looks like the 24 car actually came out slightly ahead of Krim. But it looks like Krim is by. So Krim coming through the hairpin now, running in 5th position. Gonna check back in on Warren Torres, and he is just gone. So just a couple more laps around this circuit, and we're coming to the ending stages of the race. So 5 laps to go for car number 56. And one Joker is about 3.5 seconds off the back of NASCAR Fan 1400 at this time. We will keep an eye on that battle. You can just see them just exiting turn number 4, coming down the hill to the bottom hairpin. Actually go there. On board. And you can clearly see NASCAR Fan up in the distance. So one Joker definitely closing in the gap to NASCAR Fan. It's now up to a little under 2 seconds. And this will be for an actual podium position. So Joker has a little fresher tires as well. We're running a little wide in turn 1. That hopefully shouldn't hurt him too bad. So the gap is right around a second now. NASCAR fan needs to hang on for about 3.5 laps. But Joker is here, and he's here to stay. At least we'll have a battle to watch now as they enter the 3rd sector. Coming down to the final corner now, we'll see if Joker has enough to slipstream and get a little bit closer to Nas. I don't think he'll be able to make a move this time, but we've seen Boulder. Decides to not perform a dive bomb there, pulls in the line. Graham has into the pit lane. He needed more fuel. Joker with a little bit of a fake out into the hairpin. He's right up on the rear wing of NASCAR fan now. Just 2 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line. Noor has Noor is now in the 2nd sector, actually. We're just going to go check and see where he is really quick. Yes, he's right here, and he will take 1 to go when he crosses the start-finish line next time. But back to this battle. Ooh, Joker a little bit wide on the exit of the hairpin. Nass as well, a little squirrely. So I'd imagine Moore is taking one lap to go. Joker's going to look to the inside at the hairpin. NASCAR fan going to try to hang tough on the outside. It's not going to work though. And Joker is through. NASCAR fan with a little bit of a run. Will he try to pass him again onto the entry of the third sector? He will. NASCAR fan off the road, battling tooth and nail with the Joker. And here they come to start the white flag lap. NASCAR fan with a run on the front straightaway. Last of the late breakers into the hairpin. Joker's going to come back on the inside. A little bit of contact there, it would seem. NASCAR fan is through again. Here is Morantarius coming through the final couple of corners. Coming back down here. Side by side again, coming up to the S's. But let's go back up to Noir for a minute. He's going to take the checkered flag. He will win round 1 of the Touring Car World Cup. NASCAR fan and Joker onto the back straightaway now. Nass with a little bit of a gap. Joker's going to close it up a little bit. Solak has finished. Street King has finished. So Solak is in second. This is the battle for third. Joker off the track a little bit. Let's see if he has the chance to get any run whatsoever coming towards the line. And it looks like NASCAR fan is just going to hold him off. Hold on. So that will put the 24 car in the 6th position, so everybody below Krim on the tower needs to be pushed 1 position back, so Crazy John will be 7th, Street King 8th. And we're just waiting on a couple more cars to finish. Krim is going to come home in 5th. And Crazy John in the 7th position. So we'll get the final results up on screen here. You can slot the 24 car in between of Krim and Crazy. And that will just about do it. So that will be the results. So congrats to Noir and Taris for the win. Solak 27 in 2nd position. NASCAR fan provisionally in 3rd position behind the Joker. That was a good fight to the checkered flag. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like if you liked the video. If you'd like to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I will talk to you guys on the GT Planet forums and the VRR Discord. If you are not there already, that is a good place to interact with virtual reality racing. And until next time, guys, take care and have a good one.